Today, we're going to demonstrate how Form Suite for structured forms can work alongside UiPath to enable data entry automation in your applications. This is a typical form where customers can fill in their data. You might have to extract this data for easy use. An application like this would require you to type in the different pieces of information. This requires staff specifically for data entry. It could also be a legacy application, so it's difficult to integrate with other solutions. Today, we're going to illustrate how you can use Form Suite and UiPath to automate this process. AccuSoft has a tool called Form Assist that's part of our SDK, Form Suite for Structured Forms. It enables users to set up templates on forms for easy data extraction. Go in here to your form and set up the fields. These are all ICR fields, so you can capture the information from handprint data as well. Now set the forms up to select each field that you're interested in and test it out to make sure that it's working properly. In this case, when we open up one of the filled-in forms, it recognizes the form and the form set it matches to and aligns that information. As you can see here, we aligned it. The red is the filled-in form and the black is the original form. We drop out that guide text that's there so that it doesn't get pulled into the data along with the other filled-in data. Even though it doesn't line up exactly right, you'll be able to see that that information is removed so nothing is confusing. You can see that it used to say last name. That's all been removed and it leaves just the customer filled-in information. Then this is the extracted data recognized using our ICR engine. It pulls that information out. You can see the tool did a good job of capturing this information. It made one mistake here with the letter because it kind of looks like an I. You're able to see the different pieces here that pull information out of these forms. That's half the battle. The other piece is getting this information pulled into your solution here. When we submit this information, it clears the form. But in this case, we're going to run Form Suite sample for processing multiple forms. There we go. We were running a form processing server, and this is a sample that comes with it. We point it to the location where these forms are, and it's telling it to use this form set, and then it's saying, here's the location of where these forms are, right here in this information. It's telling it to push the resulting form information into this same location. It's going to create this folder to process it and put the information here. You'll see that it's starting to process the information from the forms. In this case, I've got several forms in that location, and so it created this folder here. You can see this is all the output of the different forms that it processed. This was the original form that we saw there. Then we can open this up, and you can see that it outputs that information as XML. It captures the patient's first name, and it captures other data as well. See, the patient's cell phone number is here. This is all in XML format. So as you go through and process these, it puts it out into these different files. We also have samples that demonstrate how to push this information straight into a database or into other streams of use. You would also typically want to have a validation station to verify that the information is correct prior to pushing it into UiPath. However, UiPath allows us to run an executable here, and it'll go and grab that information for you. In this case, we're going to use the John Doe's XML data that was spit out here. If you recall, it's the John Doe data that came from our forms processing server. It will launch the application, and then it starts to type. See it working? That's not me typing. That's the robot typing based on the information that was in the XML. It clicks the submit button and pushes that into the data.